Good afternoon, students. In the last lecture we have seen first question of practice set 1.4. Today we will do remaining questions of practice set 1.4. Okay, and I think you must have learnt question number 1. Now we will see second question. Let us see the questions of practice set 1.4. See, already we have solved question number 1. Now we are going to solve second, third and fourth. First, see which type of questions are these questions are. First one is what? In the denominator you can see x and y was there, and that we have solved by putting 1 by x by a m and 1 by y by n. Now we are going to solve second one. Now see, in second one you can see denominators of first term and second term are same. Here first term is x plus y and second term denominator is x minus y. So in this case we will replace 1 by x plus y by m and 1 by x minus y by n. Okay, so what you are basically doing, you are replacing the denominator by some other variable, that is m and n. Now you can see third one also. In third one denominator is x minus 2 and y plus 3. So in this case we will replace 1 upon x minus 2 by m and 1 upon y plus 3 by n. Remember, it is in denominator, so replace 1 upon x minus 2 and 1 upon y plus 3. Now see in fourth question, your denominator is what? 3x plus y. Here your denominator is 2 times 3x plus y. But what is common in these two? 3x plus y. So we are going to replace 3x plus y. And in second, you are going to replace 1 upon 3x minus y, because 3x minus y is present in both the equation. Okay. So basically what we are doing, we are replacing the denominator by some other variable so that it becomes our linear equation, and then we are solving by our method. Okay. Now let us solve second question. Already I have written second question. You can see practice set 1.4 second question. Let us solve this. Okay. Okay, so our first step is what? Replacing 1 upon x plus y by m, which is there in the first variable, first term, and 1 upon x minus y by n. Okay, so we are going to replace this denominator by m. So what we are getting? 10m. Okay, so here we are getting 10m plus 2n is equal to 4. Let us call it equation number 1. Similarly for second one, you are going to get 15m minus 5n is equal to minus 2. 15m minus 5n is equal to minus 2. Let us call it equation number 2. Now what we are going to do? We are going to solve equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously. Now in this case I am going to use Cramer's rule, because Cramer's rule becomes easier to solve. Okay, so for Cramer's rule we are going to find out 3 determinants. First one is d. Now how to find out d? We have to write coefficient of m and coefficient of n. So what is coefficient of m? 10, 15. Coefficient of n? 2 minus 5. Okay, now let us find out the value of this determinant. First do cross of this. 10 into minus 5. First we are going to do cross multiplication of 10 with minus 5. Then minus sign we are going to introduce. Then 2 into 15. Now what is the answer of 10 5 50? And since minus sign is there, so put minus sign here. Now see second one, minus is there, 2 15 30. Now see, you are going to add these two, because minus 50 and minus 30 both are negative. So add, what is the answer? 50 plus 30, 80, and put minus sign. Already I have told you, if the sign is same then add. So sign of both the numbers is same, both are negative. So add 50 plus 30 gives you 80, and both are negative, so your answer is also negative. So in this way we got our first determinant, that is D, and the value of D is minus 80. Now we are going to find out second determinant, that will be dm, because your variable is m. Okay, so let us find out dm. Now how to find out dm? For dm, don't write coefficient of m. Okay, instead of writing coefficient of m, what we are going to write? We are going to write final answer, that is 4 minus 2. So first we are going to write 4 minus 2, that is coefficient of m, and then coefficient of n, that is 2 minus 5. Okay, now again same way, let us find out the value of this determinant. So what? 4 into minus 5, then minus sign has to be there, then what? 2 into minus 2. Now what is 4 5s are 20, and minus sign is there. Here see, minus and minus becomes positive. Whenever you are multiplying, then minus of minus becomes positive, and 2 2s are 4. Now see, first number is negative and second number is positive, so subtract it. 20 minus 4 gives you 16, and what is the bigger number? Negative, so your answer is negative. Okay, then our next determinant is what? dn. Now how to find out dn? For dn, we are not going to write coefficient of n, so what is remaining? 10 15 4 minus 2. 10 15 4 minus 2. Now let us do cross multiplication. So first 10 into minus 2, then minus sign, 4 into 15. Okay, first do this cross and then minus and then this cross. Now what is 10 2s are 20, since it is negative, so minus sign, then minus. 15 4s are 60, again you are going to get same minus 80. Okay, now by Cramer's rule we can find out the value of m and n. So by Cramer's rule we can have formula, that is m is equal to dm upon d and n is equal to dn upon d. Now what is dm? Value of dm is what? Minus 16 written here. And what is d? Minus 80. Similarly here also put the value. What is dn? Minus 80, and d again minus 80. Okay, both are negative, minus 80 and minus 80. Now let us do the cancellation and let us find out the final value. First you can cancel this minus with this minus, so what you are getting? 16 1ja and 16 5ja. Here you are going to get 1, because minus minus cancel and 80 1ja 80. So finally here you are getting 1. But in this case you can do cancellation, 16 1ja and 16 5ja, and minus minus cancel. Okay, so finally you got 1 upon 5 is the value of m, and n is equal to 1. Okay, let's just write it. So we have value of m 1 upon 5 and value of n 1. But what was your m and n? Here what we have written? Replacing 1 upon x plus y by m and 1 upon x minus y by n. So again we have to replace the values. Okay, so let us write it. But what is your m? Your m is basically 1 upon x plus y, and your n is 1 upon x minus y, which you can see here. We have replaced 1 upon x plus y by m. So that means 1 upon x plus y is your m, and 1 upon x minus y is your n. So that is what I have written here. M value is basically 1 upon x plus y, and n value is basically 1 upon x minus y. Now let us put the value of m and n. What is m? 1 upon 5. See, m is equal to 1 upon 5. So what we are doing, we are replacing m by 1 upon 5. Okay, now let us do cross multiplication. 1 into what? X plus y. So what you are getting? X plus y is equal to, what is the cross of this? 5 1 ja 5. Similarly here also we are going to do same thing. What is n? 1. Again do same, cross multiplying. What you are getting? See, 1 into this, so basically you are getting x minus y is equal to 1, because in the denominator if you want you can take 1. So cross of this, 1 1 ja 1. Now let us call this equation number, okay, let us call this equation number 3 and equation number 4. Now you can see in equation number 3 and equation number 4 your two variables are there, x and y. Now we are going to solve equation 3 and equation 4 simultaneously. Now see what we are going to do, we are going to add so that y and minus y get cancelled. Okay, so let us add equation 3 and equation 4. So adding equation 3 and adding equation 3 and equation 4. Now what we are going to add these two equations. So what is equation 3? X plus y is equal to 5, and equation 4 is x minus y is equal to 1. Now we are going to add these two equations. Okay, so let us add. Y minus y cancel each other, so what is remaining? X plus x becomes 2x because 1 1 is there. And what is 5 plus 1? 6. So finally you are going to get x is equal to 6 upon 2, and you know 2 3s are 6. So what is the answer of x? 3. Okay, so this is your value of x. Now we want to find out the value of y. For that purpose, let us put the value of x in equation number 3. Okay, so placing x is equal to 3 in equation 3. Okay, so let us place the value of x 3. So what you are getting? 3 plus y, because in place of x you are going to write 3. So 3 plus y equal to 5. So y equal to 5 minus 3, that is 2. Okay, so now we can write our final answer, that is solution is x comma y 3 comma 2. Okay, so got it. So in this way we have solved and we got our answer, that is x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2. That is our answer. Solution is x comma y 3 comma 2. Okay, so basically what we did, we have replaced first 1 upon x plus y and 1 upon x minus y by m and n. Then we got two new equations, and then we have solved these two equations by Cramer's rule. And after solving we got value of m and n, value of m 1 upon 5 and value of n 1. And then what we did, we have replaced m and n by their original values, that is 1 upon x plus y and 1 upon x minus y. And after cross multiplication we got two new equations, that is 3 and 4. And after solving 3 and 4 we got the value of x and value of y, and then we have written final answer, that is solution is x comma y 3 comma 2. Okay, now we will move to our next question, that is question number 3. Now see, in this third question it is very clear that you have to replace 1 upon x minus 2 by m and 1 upon y plus 3 by n, because in these two equations you can see your denominator is x minus 2 and y plus 3. So let us replace 1 upon x minus 2 by m and 1 upon y plus 3 by n. So replacing 1 upon x minus 2 by m and 1 upon y plus 3 by n. Then what you are getting? First you will get 27m plus 31n is equal to 85. Then your second equation is 31m 27n is equal to 89. Let us give the name to the equations 1 and 2. Now see how to solve these two equations. You can use Cramer's rule, but see the numbers are bigger, 27, 31, 85, 89. So it will be little difficult to solve by Cramer's rule because multiplication will be a little lengthy. Now what is the method for solving this? See, first coefficients of m and n are same in these two equations. Okay, 27, 27, 31, 31. So this type of equations can be solved by adding, subtracting and then again adding. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to first add these two equations, then we are going to subtract these two equations, and then finally we are going to add and we will get our answer. So let us do that. First adding equation 1 and equation 2. So adding equation 1 and equation 2. So let us add 27m, 31n, 85. Then 31m plus 27n is equal to 89. Now let us add these two equations. Okay, so first m is there, 7 plus 1 becomes 8, 2, 3, 5. Here also you will get same answer, that is 58n. Here 9 plus 5 becomes 14, 1 carry, 8, 8, 16 plus 1, 17. Now what? Take 58 common, so what is remaining? M plus n, here 174. Now transfer this 58 to right hand side so that it becomes 174 upon 58. Okay, now do the cancellation. You know 58 threes are. Okay, so in this case you are going to get m plus n is equal to 3. Let us give the name to the equation 3. Got it now? 58 3s are 174. So we got m plus n equal to 3. Now what we are going to do? We are going to subtract equation 1 and equation 2. So which one is little bigger? Equation 2. So we are going to subtract first from second. So let us do that. Subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. Okay, so let us do that. First we are going to write equation 2, that is 31m plus 27n is equal to 89. Then we are going to write equation first. Now see, we are going to subtract, and whenever we are subtracting we have to change the sign. Now we are going to subtract, so 31 minus 27 gives you 4. 27 minus 31 also gives you 4, but bigger number is negative, so it becomes minus 4. 89 minus 85 also gives you 4. Now you can take 4 common, so what you are getting? M minus n is equal to 4 upon 4. That is, what is 4 upon 4? 1. You know 4 1 ja 4. Okay, so let us call it equation number 4. So we have equation 3 and equation 4. Your equation 3 is m plus n equal to 3 and equation 4 is m minus n equal to 1. Now we got two new equations and we are going to add these two equations. So adding equation 3 and equation 4. So let us add these two equations. What is equation 3? M plus n equal to 3. Equation 4, m minus n equal to 1. So let us add. N minus n cancel. M plus n becomes 2n. This becomes 4. So this is 4 upon 2, that is 2, because 2 2 ja gives you 4. Okay, so we have m value, that is 2. Now let us place the value of m, that is 2, in equation 3. So placing m equal to 2 in equation 3. Now see, in place of m, what you are going to write? 2. So this becomes 2 plus n equal to 3. 2 plus n equal to 3. So what you are getting? N is equal to 3 minus 2. If you transfer this 2, it becomes 3 minus 2. So what you are getting? 3 minus 2? 1. So you can have final answer n equal to 1. Okay, because n equal to 3 minus 2, 3 minus 2, 1. Now we got value of m 2 and value of n 1. So let us write it. So m value is 3 and n value is 1. But what was your m initially? Your m was this 1 upon x minus 2 and n 1 upon y plus 3. So let us write m was x minus 2 and your n was 1 upon y plus 3. Okay, so let us place the value of m and n. So in place of m we will write 3. Okay, and in place of n we are going to write 1. Now let us do the cross multiplication to get the answer. So in this case 3 into x minus 2 equals to 1. Then you can multiply 3 with this bracket. So this becomes 3x minus 3 2 ja 6. Now transfer this 6 to right hand side. So this becomes 1 plus 6. 1 plus 6 gives you 7. So finally you can have value of x 7 upon 3. Okay. Let us solve for y also. Similarly, do cross of this. So 1 into y plus 3 becomes y plus 3. Okay. 1 into is there. So 1 1 ja y 1 and 1 3 ja 3. So what? Transfer this 3. So 1 minus 3. And what is 1 minus 3? Gives you minus 2. Okay. So in this way we got our answer, that is solution is x comma y, that is 7 upon 3 and minus 2. Yes or no? X 7 upon 3, y minus 2. Okay. Now this is your third question. Now let us see fourth one. In fourth one I will give you hint how to solve. This will be homework. So I will solve starting few steps so that it becomes easier for you to solve. Okay. Now how to do this? What is the denominator? 3x plus y, and say for second one 3x minus y. So let us replace 3x plus y and 3x minus y by m and n. Okay, so what I have written, replacing 1 upon 3x plus y by m and 1 upon 3x minus y by n. So what you are getting? You are going to get m plus n is equal to 3 upon 4, because your first term is 1 upon 3x plus y, that is m, 1 upon 3x minus y, that is n, and finally 3 upon 4. And what about second equation? In second one, see, in the denominator 2 is there and we are replacing 1 upon this, so this becomes m upon 2. Similarly this becomes n upon 2, and finally you are going to get minus 1 upon 8. Okay, so let me simplify this for you. In this case what you are going to do, cross multiply. So this becomes 4 into m plus n is equal to 3. So this is 4m plus 4n is equal to 3. Let us call it equation number 1. Similarly, for this also we are going to do same thing. First what? We are going to multiply cross, that is 8 is transferred to left hand side. So this becomes 8 into m upon 2 minus n upon 2 is equal to minus 1. Now let us multiply. First 8 into m upon 2 minus 8 into n upon 2 is equal to minus 1. Do the cancellation. 2 4s are here also, so you are going to get same thing. So what you are getting? 4m minus 4n is equal to minus 1. Let us call it equation number 2. Now this is easier to solve. Your first equation is 4m plus 4n is equal to 3, and your second one is 4m minus 4n is equal to minus 1. Now what you are going to do? You are going to add these two equations so that 4n minus 4n get cancelled and you will get the value of m. And after getting the value of m, put the value of m in equation 1 and then you can solve it very easily. Okay, and this will be homework for you to solve the remaining part of this question. Okay, and in the next lecture we are going to start 1.5, and you know 1.5 is what? Word problem. So for solving word problem you must be knowing how to solve this type of equations. You can see this is your 1.5, and for solving 1.5 please keep your textbook with you so that you can understand what is the question and how I am solving. Okay, so let us stop for today. Thank you.